listen to me right now. I need you to understand something fundamental about life, something that will change everything if you truly grasp it. Hard work isn't just important, it's the universal solvent for every single problem you're facing right now. Every frustration, every limitation, every barrier standing between you and the life you want can be dissolved through the relentless application of focused effort. But here's what most people don't understand about hard work. They think it's about grinding mindlessly, burning yourself out, or suffering for the sake of suffering. That's not hard work. That's stupidity, dressed up as dedication. Real hard work is strategic, purposeful, and incredibly intelligent. It's about channeling your energy with laser-like precision toward outcomes that matter. I want you to think about every problem in your life right now. Money problems? Hard work builds skills, creates value, and generates income. Relationship problems? Hard work on yourself makes you more attractive, more confident, more worthy of love and respect. Health problems? Hard work in the gym, in the kitchen, in your daily habits transforms your body and mind. Career problems? Hard work developing expertise makes you indispensable and opens doors. The reason most people stay stuck isn't because their problems are unsolvable. It's because they're looking for magic bullets, shortcuts, and easy answers that simply don't exist. They want the results without the process. They want the destination without the journey. But life doesn't work that way, and deep down you know it. Think about the most successful people you know personally or have studied. Every single one of them has a story that includes massive amounts of focused effort applied consistently over time. Not occasional bursts of motivation, not sporadic attempts when they felt inspired, but day in and day out commitment to doing what needed to be done, whether they felt like it or not. Here's what happens when you truly embrace hard work as your primary problem-solving tool. First, you develop unshakable confidence. When you know you can outwork any challenge, you stop being afraid of problems. You start seeing them as opportunities to demonstrate your capabilities. Second, you build compound momentum. Each problem you solve through hard work makes you stronger, smarter, and more capable of handling the next challenge. Third, you attract opportunities that lazy people never see because you've positioned yourself in places where success happens. But let's get specific about what real hard work looks like in practice. It's not about working more hours. It's about working with more intensity and focus during the hours you work. It's about eliminating distractions and giving your complete attention to the task at hand. It's about studying your craft, learning from failures, and constantly improving
your approach.
Real hard work means doing things when you don't feel like it. It means showing up when you're tired, when you're discouraged, when you'd rather be doing something easier or more fun. It means pushing through the voice in your head that says this is too hard, or maybe tomorrow, or I'm not smart enough for this. I need you to understand that comfort is the enemy of progress. Every time you choose the easy path, you're training yourself to be weak. Every time you avoid difficulty, you're programming your brain to seek escape rather than solutions. But every time you lean into hard work, every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're building the mental muscle that will carry you through any challenge. The beautiful thing about hard work is that it's completely within your control. You can't control the economy. You can't control other people's decisions. You can't control unexpected challenges that come your way. But you can control your effort level. You can control your effort level. You can control your commitment. You can control whether you show up and do the work or make excuses and stay stuck. Here's what I want you to do starting today. Pick your biggest problem, the one that's causing you the most stress and frustration. Now ask yourself, what specific actions could I take consistently over the next 90 days that would directly address this problem? Don't look for complicated solutions. Look for simple, actionable steps that you can repeat daily. If your problem is financial, maybe it's spending 2 hours every evening developing a skill that could increase your income. If your problem is health, maybe it's committing to 45 minutes of exercise and meal prep every single day. If your problem is relationships, maybe it's dedicating time daily to personal development and becoming the kind of person who attracts healthy relationships. The key is consistency over intensity. I'd rather see you work on your problem for 1 hour every day for 90 days than work on it for 10 hours once a week. Consistency builds momentum, creates habits, and leads to breakthrough results that sporadic effort never achieves. achieves. But here's where most people fail. They start strong for a few days or weeks, then they hit resistance. Maybe they don't see immediate results. Maybe they have a bad day and skip their commitment. Maybe they get distracted by something else that seems more urgent or exciting. This is where champions are separated from quitters. When you hit resistance, and you will, that's not a sign to stop. That's a sign that you're getting close to a breakthrough. Every worthwhile goal has a valley of despair between the starting point and the finish line. It's in that valley where most people turn around and give up. But if you can push through, if you can maintain your hard work even when you don't see immediate results, that's where the magic happens. I want you to think about hard work as compound interest for your life. Every hour of focused effort you put in today earns interest. It builds on yesterday's work and creates a foundation for tomorrow's success. You might not see dramatic changes in the first week or month, but if you maintain consistent effort over time, the results become undeniable. The people who transform their lives aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who outwork everyone else. They're the ones who show up when others stay in bed. They're the ones who keep going when others quit. They're the ones who view hard work not as a burden, but as an opportunity to separate themselves from the pack. Think about this right now. While you're listening to this, millions of people are choosing comfort over growth. They're choosing entertainment over education. They're choosing instant gratification over long-term success. This creates an incredible opportunity for you. While they're distracted, you can be building. While they're complaining, you can be creating. While they're making excuses, you can be making progress. Hard work also teaches you who you really are. When everything is easy, you never discover your true capabilities. But when you're forced to dig deep, when you have to push beyond what you thought was possible, that's when you find reserves of strength and determination you didn't know existed. Every person who has achieved something significant has surprised themselves with what they were capable of when they absolutely had to deliver. Let me tell you about the compound effect of hard work over time. In year one, people might not notice much difference between you and others. You're putting in extra effort, but the results aren't dramatically obvious yet. In year two, some people start to notice. You're getting better opportunities, making more money, or achieving goals that others thought were unrealistic. By year three, the gap becomes undeniable. You're operating at a level that seems almost magical to people who haven't put in the work. But here's what they don't see. They don't see the early mornings, the late nights, the weekends when you were working while they were relaxing. They don't see the moments when you wanted to quit but pushed through anyway. They don't see the thousands of small decisions to choose discipline over comfort. They only see the results, and they often attribute your success to luck, talent, or circumstances. Don't let other people's misunderstanding of your success discourage you from putting in the work. Some people will try to minimize your achievements because accepting that you earned them through hard work would force them to confront their own choices. Stay focused on your path and let your results speak for themselves. The mindset shift I want you to make is this: stop looking for ways to avoid hard work and start looking for ways to embrace it more effectively. Instead of asking, how can I make this easier? Ask, how can I get better at doing difficult things? Instead of seeking comfort, seek growth. Instead of avoiding challenges, pursue them as opportunities to develop your capabilities. Hard work also builds character in ways that nothing else can. When you consistently do what you say you're going to do, especially when it's difficult, you develop integrity with yourself. You become someone you can trust. You build the kind of self-respect that can't be given to you by others. It has to be earned through your own actions. Every time you keep a commitment to yourself, especially when it's hard, you're making a deposit in your self-confidence account. Every time you follow through on your plans, you're proving to yourself that you're capable of change, growth, and achievement. This creates an upward spiral where success builds on success. But let's also talk about working smart, not just hard. Intelligent hard work means regularly evaluating whether your efforts are producing the results you want. It means being willing to adjust your approach when something isn't working. It means learning from people who have already achieved what you're trying to accomplish and modeling their strategies. The most successful people are constantly learning and adapting. They work incredibly hard, but they also work strategically. They understand that effort without direction is just activity, not progress. They focus their hard work on the activities that that create the most leverage and produce the biggest results. I want you to audit your current efforts. Are you working hard on things that actually matter? Are you focusing your energy on activities that move you closer to your goals? Or are you staying busy with tasks that make you feel productive but don't create real progress? Sometimes the hardest work is saying no to good opportunities so you can say yes to great ones. Another crucial aspect of hard work is persistence through failure. You're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have setbacks that make you question whether all this effort is worth it. This is normal and expected. What separates winners from losers is what you do after you fail. Most people use failure as evidence that they should quit. Champions use failure as information about what to adjust for next time. They understand that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process of success. Every failure teaches you something valuable if you're willing to learn from it instead of being defeated by it. When you commit to solving your problems through hard work, you're also committing to a process of continuous improvement. You're saying that you're willing to become the kind of person who can handle bigger challenges and create bigger results. You're investing in yourself in a way that no one can take away from you. Skills can be learned, knowledge can be acquired, and habits can be developed, but they all require sustained effort over time. The person you become through the process of hard work is often more valuable than any specific goal you achieve. The discipline, resilience, and confidence you develop while pursuing your goals become assets you can apply to any future challenge. Think about your problems as training grounds for developing your capabilities. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to become stronger, smarter, and more capable. Instead of resenting your problems, appreciate them as chances to prove to yourself what you're made of. The time to start is now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel more motivated or when circumstances are perfect. Now, every day you delay taking action is a day your problems continue to compound while your capabilities remain the same. Every day you wait is a day you could have been building momentum toward the solutions you need. I want you to make a commitment to yourself right now. Choose your most pressing problem and commit to working on it for at least 1 hour every single day for the next 30 days. Don't negotiate with yourself. Don't make exceptions. Just show up and do the work, regardless of how you feel or what else is happening in your life. Track your progress. Write down what you do each day and what results you're seeing. This will help you stay motivated when progress feels slow and will show you patterns about what's working and what isn't. Celebrating small wins along the way will help you maintain momentum for the long term. Remember, you're not just solving your current problems, you're developing the mindset and capabilities to handle any future challenges that come your way. You're building a reputation with yourself as someone who doesn't quit, doesn't make excuses, and doesn't settle for less than what's possible. Hard work will solve all your problems because it transforms you into the kind of person who solves problems rather than being defeated by them. It makes you proactive instead of reactive. It gives you agency over your life instead of leaving you at the mercy of circumstances. The choice is yours. You can continue looking for easy answers and quick fixes, or you can embrace the power of hard work and take control of your destiny. The problems you're facing today are either going to defeat you or develop you. The difference is your willingness to work harder than you've ever worked before. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Choose hard work, choose growth, choose to become the person who doesn't have these problems because you've developed the capabilities to solve them before they become overwhelming. The time for excuses is over. The time for waiting is over. The time for hoping someone else will solve your problems is over. It's time to roll up your sleeves, put in the work, and prove to yourself and the world what you're truly capable of achieving.